really young, his mixtape was crazy. He was
Mm.
just everybody, dog. Man, who else?
Was it? It was
Akil Carr is one of them for me.
Yeah,
He
his
got a
was crazy.
crazy one.
Bill
I
Carson was
think
crazy. Gabe York.
Yeah,
He
Gabe
actually did have.
York.
Gabe Yorks was nasty.
He kind of fell off though. Where Gabe York at?
See,
Gabe York played at he played at Arizona
I
for a
heard
little
his name
bit.
in it.
He played at Arizona, and then it was just
Mm-hmm.
he was a baby T.J. McConnell. That's what he was.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
who else had a nice
De'Aaron
mixtape?
Fox his mixtapes were pretty deep. I went back and watched De'Aaron's the other day.
Who got some classic ones? Though? I feel
But
like
yeah, that's not like
John
really.
Wall. John Wall's one of
Yeah,
them. Like
John
his
Wall was
is crazy.
Austin Rivers.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon's.
Aaron Gordon was
Aaron
great.
Gordon.
That's funny that you guys say that, and jokes that you say that now, because if you go on Instagram, I've been seeing kids like they'll repost their like a picture of them, and like it's like a half-assed write-up, and you go to the profile and it's like these, and it has to be run by like 14, 15-year-old kids, because it just says cash at me $5 or $10 for a custom write-up. I'm like, bro, what? From
So
what?
this isn't prep hoops or anything. This isn't like Colorado
this is some
hoops.
bullshit ass like Scout Pro hoops. Like, dog, that this one is Sports Scene 1, has 166 posts, but it's just like DM for $10 custom write-ups. Your game, our words.
They got stepped up their scam game.
Yeah.
And here's your $10 write-up. So-and-so is a 5'9" guard in the class of 2027, renowned for his explosive athleticism, sharp basketball intelligence, and tenacious lockdown defense, making him a standout on the court. That's your write-up. Like, hey, thanks for the intro. But can I get context?
Yeah.
Not even a video. There's not even film. You don't even get film with this. Like, dang, man, this kid's made some dough on some booty times.
Yeah, he made some
$1,666. I think that's funny. So kids, like, you don't need to put everything on a write-up. Not like, don't waste your money. Don't waste your money.
Just make a little highlight tape, man. Like, it ain't that hard. And like make a little 1.5-minute highlight tape. But they probably don't have the highlights to make it that long. That's the thing.
No. No, man.
There's no chance.
I see
the whole culture just jacked up right now. Everybody want a video. Everybody want to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? I remember Balls Life used to pull up with the camera to your game if he was nice. You know what I'm saying? You were looking
the full thing, yeah.
But if
I remember we played RJ Hampton. Balls Life wasn't at that game though.
They wasn't at that game. Yeah, I remember I was going to school though. I was going to. You feel me? I was on Instagram for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting profile or whatever. But I was on there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah, what's the first player y'all played in person? You know, like have y'all played any like leaguers in person?
I played against Derek White in college.
Yeah,
he played D White. I played against Ronnie Harrell. This kid went to Creighton.
Okay.
He's from the Denver area. He played at, I think, Regis.
Yeah.
But we played him. It was Chauncey Billups' elite team, and we came out, smacked the hell out of him. Our 6'9" big man hit 5 threes to start the game. Then I'd never seen it before in my life. By like the third and fourth one he hit, we were like, Jesus Christ, Jade, what is good? I'm running down the court like, damn.
Trying to get them offers, you know what I'm saying? It's the moment.
I guess it was at a team camp though, but it was that was the best player I ever played.
And you guys might relate to this. You guys, like, I think about some of the best players I played against. Some of them didn't make it to that high of a level, you know, or they didn't pan out at the Division I level or whatever it might be, for whatever reasons. And like I think about this dude I played in JUCO named Remy Debo, and he went to West Virginia, but you know, he was a guy that you're like, he's going to be an NBA draft pick at some point. And then after West Virginia, you just never heard of him. And he was from France. So I'm guessing he went over and played in Europe somewhere for a while. But like I think about some of the best players I played against, and you don't hear about them after like college.
Yeah, yeah. That's facts. I know we got a few of those. I can't think of them off the top of my head though. I remember we played Cade Cunningham and we didn't know it at the time, bro. But
Exactly.
there was like we was in high school, I think, and we was on the AU squad. It wasn't really a good squad. It was like one of like just random put together squads, bro. But we was hooping in this tournament, man. I see his tall ass point guard just coming down, making plays, getting buckets, like killing us, dog. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, like, all you got to smoke, like, you the tallest dude on the court. Why are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you
Yeah.
PG right now? Come to find out, bro, I see this man in the league a few years later, or like, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram doing his thing. I'm like, that's Kate
Mm-hmm.
Cunningham? He played that
Yep.
motherfucker. He
Yeah,
killed us, bro.
that dude's good.
Yeah,
That dude.
but yeah, it's always yeah interesting. Kind of going back on what you said, like how some players just don't pan off. I mean, pan out. Yeah, and like at the
Mm-hmm.
higher level. Um, I mean, shoot, bro. I think it's just different. You feel me? Like going into like that organized environment and being around like other like good players. You feel me? Like you could be as talented, you know, and as skilled as ever. You feel me? But like you're playing in
Mm-hmm.
the system now, and you're playing. Yeah, you're. It's just a totally different environment. I think.
Well, like
Yeah,
you
I feel like.
got so yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I just feel like you really gotta. I guess once you get to those higher levels, if you want to go farther, you really that I feel like that's gonna test your love for the game more than anything.
Oh,
Like
absolutely. And
you, yeah,
you guys are JUCO guys. So like you
Yeah,
guys know that at that JUCO level, a lot of people don't understand how talented that level is.
yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
Think about some of those dudes you guys played against at the JUCO level and maybe went D2, maybe went, didn't
Yeah,
have the grades to go D1 and went NAI or something like that. It's like
yeah,
that's kind of what I've learned the longer I've been at the college level is you might not make it to that top tier level, that division 1 level, whatever it might be, but you might walk past a dude on the street and he can give you 30 at any given point. You never know
yeah.
what that guy was capable of at one point in his life.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, literally,
Nah,
dude.
this hoop is everywhere, bro. Like,
Hmm.
I know D2 who was on bust everybody's ass.
Hmm.
At least in my opinion, like I'm seeing it all, bro. You know, at least for young kids who might watch it, bro. Like it really don't matter where you go now, especially now, bro. You got social media and all this, bro. Like if you good, like you'll be found for sure, bro.
Exactly. Like you're be yeah anywhere.
That's that's if you want to be real, that's y'all to a T. Because out of high school or even in high school, you guys didn't even have, bro. These two went to college for a year. They were freshmen in college,
Yeah,
freshman basketball or freshman students for a
Oh,
year
really?
in college, and and loved the
yeah,
game so much that they worked out religiously in during school as students, not student
Mm.
athletes, but as just
yeah,
students, and that's like you guys got found, and that's how it. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Luck just
And
fell, luck fell on me. You know what I'm saying?
who was the guy that reached out? Was it what was his was it Golden? Was
Yeah,
that his
Lamar.
last name? Yeah, Mark
Yeah,
Golden,
Lamar.
dude, is
Mm.
how
Yeah,
we
he's
got. That's how we found these two during
yeah,
COVID season. He hit us up, hit up Shafe. Him and Shafe had like a relationship. And I mean, dude, that's how you got to do. You got to find the people with the connections and with the coaches as well. He
Hmm.
hit us up, found the film. I mean, and the rest was history after their JUCO seasons.
yeah. I mean, it was.
Do you want to talk a little bit about like that first year of like just not hooping at all? Like
Just
Oh,
talk, just go walk through your story a little bit here. I want to hear this.
well, I mean, we didn't start hooping until like late, you know, because most hoopers y'all start like 5, 6. So we started like 11, 12. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We moved from Detroit when we was like 11 or 12, and we never like touched the basketball at all. But I remember coming to like Waco because we was in Waco before Dallas, and we played in this little hoop league for like 1 year. Trash by 11 by 11 game, right? So I remember we worked out that whole summer just doing whatever, and we came back like the next summer so good that they wanted us to like stay on that team. But then we moved to like the Dallas area, and I guess it's kind of like where we started trying to get into like AAU and high school stuff, right? But we've never like navigated this before, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of hard finding a team and finding like where we wanted to be. And even in high school, we kind of like we were behind. Like to be honest, like we sucked,
Yeah.
right? we didn't play varsity until our senior year. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. We had to like find ways to get better. Like I used to work out where we used to work out before school. Like get up at 5 and go run around our apartment complex. Then we go work out on the little court. Then we go to school. We get off of school, go back, work out, and then some days we'll leave. We'll like I used to like leave a rock in one of the doors by the gym. So I would drive back later and like crack the door open and go get some shots up. You know what I'm saying? I did that throughout like high school, just religiously, man. And, I just got better and better and better, man. And we had opportunities out of high school, but they kind of just they weren't like sure offers, right? And we were about to get what was the school's name?
It was a school in Wyoming.
I think it was like Central Wyoming or something.
Central Wyoming, yeah, they're in Riverton, yeah.
We was about to get I thought we had an offer at that JUCO, man, and the coach just pulled it at the last second. So that's how we ended up going to UTA. That's like a school down here in Texas. But we went to UTA for a year, just the students. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at school and it was cool, and that's a whole new experience. But I wanted to hoop, so like most of my time was spent like trying to break into like UTA's facility with the coaches and all them where the D1s play. You know what I'm saying? I found any way to get in there. So I used to sneak in that gym and get shots up. I used to use their weight room.
Okay, let me tell you how we got. I don't think we ever told this story, but this is how we got access. You feel me? Like we went in and talked to the coaches or whatever. Well, we got invited to an open gym with the team, but if I'm being real, you feel me, a dude. We was both nervous, bro. We was both nervous. We just didn't take an opportunity. You feel me? So, I mean, we just had to find any opportunity we could. You feel me? And we was talking to the girls' coach. You feel me? And bro, we literally like practice with the girls. You feel me?
Just to get access to the gym.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would do that. I would practice with the girls. They was kind of nice though. But we was busting their ass. I ain't gonna lie. We was busting their ass,
bro. We definitely made them, bro. But we definitely made them so much, man.
Oh man, those times, bro. But so we did that to get access to the gym, and then I would use and then I have access to the facility now. So I got a little key card. I can get in there late at night. I can use a weight room. You know what I'm saying? I technically couldn't, but I would use it. I would use a weight room. I would use a gym. I would use a gun. You know what I'm saying?
And they had this really cool machine. It was called a Noah. It was called a Noah. I forgot what the acronym stood.
Yes, I know exactly what that is.
It would show you how far off you was off on your shots.
Oh yeah,
BH used to have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super dope, man.
Yeah, that was super. That helped change my shot so much.
So we used to live in there, bro.
That thing is like a side note. Sorry to interrupt. That Noah machine is like 100% one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Because just like you guys, when I was the manager at BH, I would go in on my own time and go shoot on that thing because I love to listen to words like, oh, that's where your arc's at. This is where you met. I was trying to figure out dang, that's how you dial in your shot. All right, perfect.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was crazy. I love that shit. And then I don't know. After that, man, we were still in contact with we got in contact through Golden with our AAU coach. Well, not AAU coach. He was like our trainer. Mm-hmm. His name is Neville Stevenson, and he kind of he's trained us since probably mid high school. Yeah, mid high school at the very least. So I used to work out with him sometimes 2-3 times a day. But he knew Golden, so we got us in contact with him, and then we played with Golden for a few tournaments. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to get us some looks and get us offers because he seen how hard we worked and all that. And then it was later in the summer, and we weren't really getting nothing, I think. And then we got that call from Safe, or maybe it was Ben. I can't remember if I talked to Safe or Ben first.
I talked to Ben first.
It was probably
Ben.
But I remember talking to Ben. They drew interest, and I'm like, man, this is our opportunity, bro. So let's just take it and go to Western, bro. And that's how we ended up there, man. It was a crazy journey, bro.
Do you love it in the mountains up there?
Oh, dude, it was a culture shock. I love it, but it was COVID year, right? So we had no way of seeing this school, feel me? So I remember my first time driving up there, dog, because we driving from Texas, so it's taking about 12, 13 hours. And by the time we get into Colorado and all that, it's already dark, man. So we on these windy roads, and it's getting dark and all that. We hit Monarch, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what is happening? You got trucks coming around the corner fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in here before.
If
Y'all,
you ain't
y'all
drive,
Colorado. Yeah,
if you
y'all
ain't
drive
drive
crazy.
in the mountains, if you ain't from the mountains, if you from
And
the
it was
flatlands,
dark.
and
Bruh,
Monarch,
was terrible.
Monarch is your first mountain you have to conquer, bro. Good luck.
Boy. You know, bro. And then like, we got to the school eventually, and then like the next day, the sun's out now, so I can see where the hell I am. No, I'm like, I'm like, where did I just commit to, right? Because I'm looking around, it's mountains everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And it's a small reclusive town, you know what I'm saying? Chick-fil-A 2.5 hours away. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
what do we do?
You got McDonald's and Subway.
And Sonic.
And Arby's. No, Sonic closed down. Sonic had the roaches.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, Sonic had
Oh.
roaches, so it closed
Yeah,
down.
I was devastated, bro.
What was your guys's? What was your first workout? What was your like? Damn, I can't breathe right now. Like I cannot
Okay,
find
so like, what was
the
my
oxygen in my lungs.
So what was my first workout that like really, really like tested me, or just like my first workout in general?
I guess like that tested you, that you were like, holy cow,
Oh,
this altitude is like, this is no joke.
well, I think it just might have been like an open gym, like just doing open gym. Like
Probably.
you could feel it like immediately. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy.
We got asthma.
Like,
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's
I
different
remember
because you
talking.
feel like weaker. Your legs and arms just feel
yeah,
weaker.
like the weights were literally heavier. Like I was like, this makes sense.
That's crazy, bro. I remember talking to Will and them, right? Because the Will was like one of the first dudes I met. I was talking to Will and Tyson and them. They was just talking to me about like how hard this is gonna be, bro. And I was kind of like brushing them off because I didn't worked hard my whole life, bro. I'm like, all right, what I'm saying? Look, I get you, but what I'm saying, look, I'm built for this. I ain't made my way all the way here. we came from JUCO, man. What I'm saying? We
Yeah.
good. Bro, that third day in practice with Shay, I was like, I was talking to Will like before weights. I was like, so this gonna be like every day, or like, be like, is this how every day is? I was
Yeah.
like, damn, boy.
Will was at that point where old Willis just was like, yeah, I'm gonna get through it. Let me just get through today and worry about tomorrow later. Like I'm just gonna get through this moment right now.
Yeah.
He old and a vet. He knows how to get. He just like, this is gonna suck, but just gotta get through it.
When did you guys start adjusting to like, because what is it, 7,800 feet? Yeah,
Pretty
something like that.
77.
It takes at least a few weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
absolutely.
feel like you never adjust though.
Hmm.
I mean, you feel like you adjust, but do you? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's how.
you just
Like,
tolerate it more, I think.
I'm sure though, when y'all went down to Texas though, after the very first time and played, it was like, whoa,
Yeah.
I
I'm
literally
breathing.
couldn't. I was like, what's going on? I was like,
I can
Yeah,
play
we go do like
forever.
our regular workout. You feel me? Like after so many times doing, pull-ups is like the hardest, hardest part of the workout. You feel me? Like I wasn't getting tired doing pull. I'm like, this is easy. This is easy. A breeze.
Yep.
Um,
I see what you mean by though. Will is saying it's gonna be the hardest thing, bro. With the way we would plan fun Fridays, like we would sit in B Willie's office and just be like, all right, what could we do that would suck? Like, what could we do that would really suck? And we'd sometimes go over to the track coach's office and be like, hey, what's a good conditioning workout? Like some of those like mile runs around the track, like that, where you guys have to do run a lap and then you have to come over and do like a circuit of like 50 burpees or like 50 air squats and then go run another lap. We got that from Lindsay, and she's like,
honestly,
have
that
them
was
do
bad.
this.
That was tough. But honestly, I feel like running the miles we ran in high school, I feel like was almost harder. Because I'm not saying that those weren't hard, but we just because Texas is so damn hot, bro.
Oh
You know what I'm saying? Like
when we came down for that tournament, dude, me and B Willie walked from the gym to a Whataburger that was like 2 blocks away, and I got inside and I was sweating so profusely. I'm like, yo, it is so hot out here. Get me inside.
We used to go to the weight room, do legs, so your legs are already feeling like jelly. You know what I'm saying? You got the rubber, you can smell the rubber burning. You feel me? And then we gotta do the mile, bro, when it's like 100 and some degrees, bro.
Yeah, we'll do a mile
and then do bleachers after that.
Nah,
them was
that's
between
different.
Western and those, you know what I'm saying? Them the 2 times that traumatized me. You know what I'm saying?
What about the mountain? What about Dub Mountain?
Oh, man. Oh man, that shit was dangerous. Nah, it was cool. That shit was tiring, bro. But I would just be real, man. Them rocks, bro. Like you just have to be careful.
You can't like take in if you're gonna run the trail, if you're gonna like kind of jog it, you can't take in the views. You can't like look at the sights or anything. You have to look straight down and make sure
pay attention.
You're not gonna step in like a little water built crevice or like a rock that's just sitting there. You have to be aware at all times.
If you do, bro.
Cade Julius finished the top 15 or top 10. He beat some cross country kids on our back, and he was our point guard, bro. It was nuts. That is the hardest. I'm not gonna lie. Like that is one of the hardest things that you could do is do the Dub Mountain Run. That sucked. I hated that.
Yeah, bro, you a little different. Yeah, Cade, and then the other Cade too, bro.
Oh, Cade Wood, Cade Wood. Yeah. Those two just took off. Well, Cade Wood could be a cross country runner. He got the body for that, like just skinny and could probably go for miles.
Long strides.
Julius got that like loose wire in his head that has the wire where everyone's like, damn, I'm tired, I'm done. Like that's not connected in Cade's head. He never feels that.
Yeah, Cade's a dog, bro. I remember Cade had like transformed his body like between I forgot which summer it was, but he transformed. I remember coming back from Texas and we stayed the night over his crib before the next day or whatever when we got in. And I looked at Cade, I'm like, Cade, you look like a whole different person, dog.
It was after the I think it was after the first year. He was kind of chunky. He was real. His first year, he was real chunky.
That's when I respected Cade so much more after that, bro. Because I was like, yeah, this dude's a worker.
Imagine Wyatt. Like, imagine Wyatt. And
Wyatt
that year he came back and lost like 30 pounds. That's what it looked. I was like, okay, yeah, here you go. Even though Wyatt blew his shoulder out though, like 3 games in, so it didn't matter. But Cade, I respect Cade for that because Cade stuck to it too during the season. Like he was all about being healthy, eating right. He didn't like go back.
Who was it? Which Cade was this? Cade Wood. Oh yeah, I remember him. Is he the kid that hit the buzzer beater on us in the corner that one time?
That was G. That was Grant.
Oh okay.
That was G Money.
Yeah.
Y'all need to learn how to make free throws, Hilgs. I think that was the first thing we said in
Trust
the
me, buddy. There were multiple games where we lost because we got yellow socks at the free throw line.
Man,
it is low-key one of the hardest shots, you know. It will depend on the environment, you know what I'm saying. Them D1 games was funny, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Them.
They talk the most stuff at the D1 games, bro. He was that free throw line, they saying some crazy nuts.
Yeah.
I remember one game we was at where was we at? We was at
is it Weber or Utah Valley?
Yeah, Utah.
Oh, bro, I watched your guys' Utah Valley game, and I was like, Jesus, it's a dunk fest. They were dunking all over.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had the sounds, bro, and like, they just throwing lines and like the 7-footer just just young ass hugs, bro.
I was like, so hyped. I'm in Arizona, and like it's on TV or whatever. My buddy has it, so I'm watching it and stuff. And like first half, like we're hanging. It's first half. I'm looking at the score. First half was 40-35. Yeah, I was hanging with them, playing good. And then the second half, they came out just bam, bam, dunking all over. I was like, yeah, this game's over.
They threw a reverse line, like you caught it. And with that, I was like, after that, I was like, And I don't know, it might be it might be
Nah, a dude came,
yeah.
bro. I forgot his name. A dude came down. He got a steal. He hit the. You know what I'm saying? Said, damn, bro.
They just started having fun. They started having fun in the second half. What was the biggest? I asked Avery this, but this was a long. This was during season, so he had to kind of like jump around his words. And y'all don't play anymore, so this will be easier. What was the biggest difference between like our staff, Shave staff, and then the staff that you guys had your last year? Like, what was the difference? And like, you guys can be honest too. Like, you ain't gonna hurt no feelings as at all. But I'm just curious, like, what was Shafe's? What was it like with Shafe, and then what was it like with Coach Claus?
I feel like with Safe, it was like every day was almost like a mental toughness test.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like hooping, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Damn,
just
good
because of
point.
the way practice would be structured sometimes, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We would come in and do all these, slides and closeouts and all this stuff that, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like just got us tired before we got into any competition, and I don't know, I feel like we got our bodies just kind of like ran down to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I felt like Claus was a lot more intentional with everything really as far as like structure, you know what I'm saying? Like Mondays would be like kind of like a you kind of like leaning into the week, you know what I'm saying? You're not going too hard, but you kind of getting your body revved up. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know what I'm saying? We going at it. Friday, well, really Thursdays and Fridays, we kind of like, we taking the pedal off a little bit, but we still going a little bit hard. Like there was a clear like, up and down to it. With Shape, it was just balls to the walls every
Facts.
day.
I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? And that, you know what I'm saying, that like takes a toll after a while, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard
100%.
being honest, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just how isolated it is, how cold it is. And if you losing, dog, like, you know what I'm saying, mentally, you know what I'm saying, if you're not like built like that, like it's easy to check out. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think that was I guess that was the biggest difference. You feel me? I think, just losing just made everything just so like inconsistent and just kind of uncertain. You feel me? Because to me, sometimes we'll be like, okay, we got this dub. You feel me? And then you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, okay, practice might be a little light today. You feel me? Coach
Yeah.
ain't as angry. He not as on edge. You feel me? But the
Mm-hmm.
moment we lose, bro, it's you
Yes.
know,
Panic button.
Yeah.
Panic
yeah, like
button. Boom.
panicking. And so I think the main thing, like losing, just I don't know, it just changes, the culture. Kind of like what he was saying. You feel me? Just you kind of gotta be built for that. And if you don't really like really love the game, and if you're just not really really just locked in, like I said, it's so easy just to say I really don't give a fuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Facts.
Because I feel like Western had some talent, like
Nah, for real.
had some real talent. You feel me? It's just that yeah, for one, it's hard. It's just hard as hell playing up there. You feel me? Like all you're really gonna do up there is hoop, bro. Like if you
Facts.
don't really love the game like
It's a
that, you feel me?
JUCO town. Like there's nothing
Yeah,
else. It's a
it
JUCO
really
town.
is.
Yeah.
It really, literally. You
Yeah.
feel me?
And one thing I didn't understand when I was hooping, you know what I'm saying, was the importance of just having other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like you can't just be a hooper. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes it takes being away from hoop to realize that, you know what I'm saying? But when you in Gunnison, you just a hooper. you
Mm-hmm.
you go to school and you're a hooper. There's not really much else to do. You know what I'm saying? And college should be that time for you to kind of like, explore yourself and try new things and figure out different parts of yourself. But,
Exactly.
Hmm.
you
And
know,
see, I thought, and I look back at that year we won 5 games. My last year there, and after that Texas trip, dude, I was sitting there thinking like, dang, we're gonna be all right. Like we went into halftime leading against a top 5 team in the nation, West Texas, in the second game. We lost by 15, but like I felt like we got better. I wish we would have handled that weekend against those NAIA teams better. Like yes, we lost to not two like very good teams.
Yeah.
I don't think we handled that well. Like you guys said, we came straight into practice Monday and it was just boom. Like there was no intention of, okay, why did we lose these games? What did we Like what did we do? It was just straight like, damn it, we need leaders and we need to push these guys and we need to break through the wall. And it's like, looking back on it, that's absolutely not the way to do it, especially when like we lost to University of Southwest, and these two could agree with like the first 10 minutes of that game, we looked like an all-star team. It was nuts. Matt had a dunk, Avery had a dunk, someone, and we had like 3 dunks coming out of that game. Elijah had a dunk, and it was like, damn, we're dunk city now all of a sudden. And then they just came out of nowhere and smacked the hell out of us the last like 30 minutes of that game. But it was weird because ever since then, that game I was like, damn, panic button. And then we played on edge against that Washington team that we had no business. Like they had no business beating anybody, and they beat us by 12. And it was like, yeah, after that we hit a stupid panic button.
Yeah.
And what do you guys feel like? Because I feel like what like you guys are saying, Western was never an easy out. Like you guys certainly, lost more, I'm sure, than you wanted to, but you guys were never an easy out. Like you knew it was going to be a battle plan against you guys. What was it that kind of didn't get you over the top in a lot of those close games that like you're right there and you probably controlling the game?
I think some of it is, to be honest, like a leadership. You know what I'm saying? From a player's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I think some of that could be on. You know what I'm saying? Just not being ready to step up to the moment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta like drop your balls and like get to the stop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all on the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is on the players. You know what I'm saying? To just step up and get the shit done. You know. So I think some of that was on us. You know what I'm saying? At least from my perspective of just not stepping up to the moment and being like a leader and like, all right, let's get this win. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what you think.
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm kind of a little bit both ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing no more. You feel me? But I think some of the rotations I think could have been better. You feel me? In those last moments. You feel me? Like that was just my main thing. Just yeah, those rotations, bro. I just don't think they were right all the time. You feel me?
I agree.
Especially for some of those moments. You feel me? Shit, I don't know. Fuck, I'm shit. I'm gonna be real, bro. You feel me? Like, obviously, I was playing behind. I was playing behind Matt. You feel me? But man, I just feel like I had a lot more to. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot more to give in some of those years, bro. And I kind of look back at it. You feel me? Like my best year of hoop was probably my JUCO year. And I think the reason I was so successful that year was because my coach, he instilled so much confidence into me. He saw all the work I put in, and he made me like really believe that, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you can do this. I'm like, I trust you. You feel me? Like, you go out there, you fuck up, bro. Hey, look, listen, we with you. You know what I mean? And that just helped you know what I'm saying, elevate my game. Sometimes going into a game, you feel me? Like I feel like I really couldn't, you know what I mean? Like play up to potential that like I know I could have. You know, it was kind of I feel like I always had like a back and forth between me and Shafe. You feel me? Like there was always like
y'all like you guys had a shorter leash. Like let's be real, y'all's leash was much shorter, as in the sense of like one mess up on the court, one turnover, or one defensive miscue. Like Jaelan didn't stunt the gap and get back. Like because let's be real, our stunt and closeouts were ridiculously hard. The angles we were making you guys try and close out to, and we had tried to adjust that after a little bit because it was like, man, this just doesn't make sense to have him stunt to the middle and then close out to the outside shoulder. Like he getting beat 90% of the time.
Outside, that was a good one. Yeah.
And so but it's not fair to them because like Jaelan would miss that, and it's like he turn around and we got to get Jaelan out. We got to get them out, and it's like, man, you don't let these guys get a feel, a
A rhythm.
rotation, a rhythm
A
of the game.
feel.
Like a mistake is gonna happen. We can't be perfect possession 100% of the time, even though like we do that in practice. But a perfect possession is hard to do in a
Yeah.
game. So I could see
Yeah.
where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that like, me getting more PT would have changed everything. I just know that the work I put in, you feel me? I just trust in like the work and the effort I put in. And you know what I mean? That's it, you feel me? And I genuinely feel like, like I could have like made the squad a whole lot better, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think too, motion is hard to run in. Motion is one of them offenses that you need to understand the game of basketball at such a high level of like, you need to know when that screen's happening, like, hey, that slip is about to be open. You need to know that he's going to be open before the guy that's slipping the screen is going to be open. And it takes such a, if you haven't played in motion and then you're just instantly thrown into it and they're expected to read and do all this stuff when, and all that, it's harder to adjust to. And
Yeah, I
personally,
think
because personally, like, you'd throw me and Ben in with the scout team and we'd run motion and we could kind of dice people up with passes, just knowing like, okay, hey, that if Jaelan and Jon set that screen there, I guarantee you if Jon slips, he's gonna be wide open. I'm gonna throw it before he even turns, then he's gonna be there. We just
It's like
know a little
it's like a
bit more.
quarterback. It's like a
Yeah.
quarterback anticipating a route that a receiver's running. Like
Exactly.
that
um
they're kind of throwing them open.
And that's what
um
motion is. It's an anticipation, a read and react type offense where like I feel like we could have been a little bit better in different
yeah,
looks.
I think that we practice a lot of motion, but I don't think we practice it enough like really like live. We drilled
Yes.
it like not, during practice, but like live is
Hmm.
when you really like get to understand those reads on the fly. I think we should have done that like a lot more, just doing it
Mm-hmm.
more so live. That would have helped out a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, and
No.
I'll tell you what, like just scouting you guys and being an opposing coach, kind of especially in late game type situations, there wasn't actions being run to like get you guys downhill or to get the ball into the paint somehow and then get a kick out for a three. It was a lot of like run Ragsdale and Rembau off screens.
Yep.
Use a lot of you other guys as screeners. And so we knew if we locked in on Ragsdale and Rembau that a lot of times there wasn't opportunities being created for you guys to make a play as well because you're more
Mm-hmm.
than capable. You guys were both matchup problems. You
Mm-hmm.
get a smaller guard on you guys, take them to the post or get them into the paint somehow. If you get a big on you guys, you can pull them out and take them to the cup.
Yeah.
So we knew kind of, especially late game, if it was a close game and it was kind of becoming more of a chess match, we just got to stop Ragsdale and Rembau because we didn't feel like actions were going to be run for guys like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preparation wise,
Yeah.
we could have been way better because when you say that, like, we would play like we'd play the D1 game and then a couple games before we'd even throw in like 3 or 4 sets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
And
was
it's
another
like
difference.
that's
My bad too.
looking. No, you're good. Looking back at it, it's one of them things like we need to have that coming in. We need to be
Yeah.
prepared coming in. Like, hey, this is our book of sets. This is what we gonna stick with. This is what we gonna
Yeah.
find true. If we see stuff we like, we add to it. And
Yeah.
that going off to what Jaelan was saying earlier, I think that right there would have been a much bigger difference because then instead of throwing a set in a week before a game and you're getting 20 reps during the week, but
Mm.
when you could have had a close to 80 reps in the off season, 100 reps in the off season,
Yeah.
there's differences there because now it's different reads, different structure, all that stuff.
I think that was another difference with Claws too, because we ran basically straight motion with Shafe. With
Mm-hmm.
Claws, it was straight sets, like literally every time.
Yeah.
And I think another difference too was he would go back to you if you was getting out of hand. It wasn't this guy or that guy. You know what I'm saying? If you hit one, all right, let's drop another set here. Let's see if we can get this guy going. It didn't really matter who it was. You know what I'm saying? And he would interchange people within the plays to what I'm saying, put you into that position to score.
Yeah.
So
I have a question for you now, because this just popped into my head. West, because you guys were in one of the most unique situations before his first year. That summer was crazy. Chafe gets told he's not going to be like that. They have that mutual parting of ways, and that there's going to be a new coach, and then you guys find a coach who just went to the national championship as the assistant. He's your guys' head coach for 2 weeks. Does drastic things, like tells people get out, you gone, all this stuff, and then he dips. Like, I want to know what you guys because I talked to some people about it in the middle of the season, and I get it. As a player, you don't want to say the wrong thing and then like it backfire on you, and that's totally understandable. But now that y'all are out, like, I really want to hear how that made y'all felt, because I personally myself, I was pissed to hear that, because I was like, man, that's wrong. They just did that whole unit. They did Miles, they did the university, they did the guys, he did everyone wrong doing that. And I just want to hear what y'all had to feel about it, say or think how that was.
I thought it was crazy, bro. I thought it was crazy, dog, because it like threw so much uncertainty into the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We think, all right, we good. This is what I'm preparing for. All right, I'm preparing for this new system. How this dude wants to play. So you got to switch the way you work out a little bit. And then boom, he just gone. And then you see your homies gone too, right? Because he ain't booted them off. So you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And we have no coach for another few weeks, so everything's just disorganized. You know what I'm saying? And just everything's out of whack, bro. So I thought that was whack.
Who did he
same time
boo?
though, I don't blame him. I always see two sides of everything. Gunnison is tough, but you shouldn't have booted people who's off the team before you did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're gonna commit, bro. Like, don't kick nobody off the team. Don't do this. Don't like play with us, bro. If you're gonna be here, be here. That was my thing.
And that's my beef. Is because it's like, I understand Gunnison's tough, but bro, see it through a year at least. Like, see it a year at least. Like, you committed to this school. You did the time. Like, Miles spent hours interviewing people and was like, and he has to go to a board of people that says, hey, he goes, man, this is the guy right here. This is the guy that's going to turn our school around. This is the guy that's going to, I'm high on him. Let's hire him. And then it's like 2 weeks later, see ya. It's just a tough look, because it's like someone put so much word into you and trust, like, I'm gonna hire this man, and then dips. But who did he boot? I know who did he send
He
home?
booted Gino. Who else left that year?
DC.
I know Gino was gone.
I heard DC got booted but came back.
Well, he took away. I think he took away DC's scholarship.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just crazy.
Though that was some messed up stuff.
I think those are the main.
Y'all still talk to Gino?
Yeah, well, I haven't hit him up in a while, but you know what I'm saying? Like, Gino, I always like watch Gino stuff when he like posts it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we are as dudes, bro. We don't have to talk to each other. It's all good when you hit him up.
All right, so last thing. These two, Tate, you think that so Tate, when he was in college, would walk around thinking he's all big tough guy, like he'd be flaunting his
This
chest
is
around.
not true. This is not true.
Be in the weight room. Hey man, you need to go do the chest comparison with Jaelan. Have that man do what's that drill we did? Drives versus pressure.
What's that?
So it'd be me and Ben, or like me and B Willie, and these guys would be on the wings. You'd have 4 lines. You have the top 2 slots, and then the wings, and they'd have to V cut to get open, and they couldn't dribble when they caught the ball or anything, and we'd be hacking the piss out of them, holding on to them, trying to, like, when they're V cutting, just they had to get open, and then Shafe would be underneath with a pad and just, it was like kind of it wasn't even more of a skill drill. It was like our fun kind of be kids type of
What a
drill.
toughness drill. Fun toughness drill.
Of a fun toughness drill. And bro, Jaelan would hit you so like in the chest with his shoulder, and it'd feel like a brick. It'd feel like a brick was hitting you. And it is the strongest dude I've ever seen. How many push-ups would you do a night?
I mean, during that season, it was like 150. Right now I'm doing like 200. Both me and, you know what I'm saying? Me and my bro, we're doing like 200 a day. That's just like something to keep.
Do you guys do the wide grip ones?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll switch it up. You know what I'm saying? But I got it from like they used to bust my ass, bro. Like it was a New York dude. This motherfucker would shoot everything and make everything. Like we played 21, and he won the game like 20 shots ago. But I asked him how much he got, he'd be like 4. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a kid busting my ass, bro. He's like really like a mentor, bro. But he's the one that kind of like made us like want to get in the gym more. Like I always want to shoot better than him. I still don't know if I can shoot better than him. I'm maybe you guys have an old head in your life that you could just never beat, but that was my old head that I could just never beat, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just got us on that push-up diet. He was just like, I was just like, yo, what do you do to get like so big? He said, I used to do push-ups every day. He said, I used to do 500, man. He was probably capping, he was probably capping.
I don't know if he was capping, bro,
but he was pretty big though. So I just took that from him, and I've just been doing it like ever since. You feel me? And now I do like a couple other people. Like I got this thing on Snapchat. You feel me? Like where I just send it to like some homies or whatever. We send it to each other every day just to keep each other accountable. So
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, to any part of the day, like I send my reps, and then they send their reps back. You feel me? So
yeah. So I mean, both you dudes like 6'4", and like I said, what are you 200, 215?
Oh no, I ain't 200 now, shit.
No, not anymore. When you're I
think I'm like
he's probably still 200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's different. I eat a little bit less than him. I'm probably about like 190, 195.
So Hills, the wildest thing it would take me a minute when these dudes first showed up on campus to kind of like, okay, which one's John, which one's Jay, and I started like you start figuring out, but it's hilarious because when they showed up on campus, when I met them, as polar opposites, bro. Jay had the short hair and John had the long hair because he put some red at the end of his dreads, and I'm like, thank God someone we have a distinctive tell.
No, you guys are very identical twins, like very.
I had to question it right when they logged on. I was like, okay, I know this. I need to think here. So y'all being from Dallas, are y'all Dallas fans? Are y'all Mavs fans?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I knew that.
But it is pretty sad over here in the circumstances. It's been a little gloomy in Dallas, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mess with Dallas when it comes to nothing, bro. The fans over here is crazy. The GMs is crazy. So I just stay away, bro. You feel me? We from Detroit, you feel me? So
I was gonna say, you guys said you grew up in Detroit for a while. I was wondering if you guys are more Detroit than you are Dallas.
We're about to make it to the Super Bowl, bro. Detroit, the Lions sucked since I was born. Like they've never been good. You know what I'm saying?
I had them picked.
When you got Jared Goff as your quarterback, you're not gonna get very far, bro.
Listen, I don't even watch football like that. I was gonna be out if Detroit went to the Super Bowl. I was gonna get a 3-1-3 tap. That's Eric. I was gonna get a 3-1-3 tap to a 1 man. Shoot.
I appreciate y'all though. Thank you for donating to our Super Bowl. Like for real, straight up. We appreciate y'all. If you guys could have been patient,
we got winning today, bro.
If y'all could have been patient for like 2 more years, Matty Ice would have been leading these teams.
Man. Oh my goodness, bro!
Think about that though. Like, really, think about that. If they would have just been like, I mean, I think you guys got some draft capital with Trayton, Matthew Stafford, but Jared Goff's booty, man. I'm telling you.
So, I believe that there are cursed franchises like in professional sports. Do you think Detroit is a cursed franchise?
Oh yeah, both teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Pistons and the Lions. Yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
Hey
Both
man,
of them, bro.
at least y'all's baseball team
Detroit.
and basketball team have a couple titles. Football football got to get there.
Yeah, football's definitely cursed, bro. And we got potential in Detroit too. Like we need some pieces around Cade, bro. I'm telling you, we get some
You
pieces.
talking about who?
Yeah. Also,
Mhm.
both teams, they both definitely cursed though. You know, so I don't get. Is hockey good? Like, are the Cardinals they any good?
Hockey. I thought y'all had
Hockey
the
team?
Red Wings. Ain't
Yeah,
that
No,
what
the
the
Red
Red
the
Wings?
Red
Wings.
Wings.
I
I
don't
don't watch
even know,
hockey.
bro. I don't
I
even know.
don't
I
either, to
hate.
be
I don't
honest
pay
with you.
attention to
I'll have
like
to
the
look.
hockey.
I don't know. I don't know if the Tigers good. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
watch.
feel like Detroit is cursed in
I watch
general.
3 sports. I watch football, basketball, and NASCAR. That's what I watch.
Freaking NASCAR. This guy says NASCAR.
It's about that time
Did
next
you guys
week.
know he liked NASCAR?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
made damn sure everyone knew. I wasn't shy. Shay,
Unbelievable, man. I
they give
can't
me
believe
so
you picked
much.
NASCAR. Out of everything you could pick, you picked NASCAR.
I mean, the car is tough. I mean,
Hey,
it'll
bro,
probably be dope to like tell
what's
somebody you drive NASCAR. Like,
Oh,
imagine being
absolutely.
it'd be so
Absolutely.
badass to drive
that'd be
200
dope.
miles an
That's a
hour.
badass job. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It'd be
It's
scary as hell. I ain't gonna. That'd be scary. But if there was one
Yeah.
thing on
I
this
mean,
planet that I could choose to do, it would be that. It'd be racing.
really. You'd
Absolutely.
pick that over being an NBA player?
Absolutely. I'd pick being
Narrow
involved
range?
in.
Yeah, there's no
I'd
jump
be
security.
racing. I'd pick driving.
There's no job security in the NBA, bro.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Um.
You and NASCAR, I feel like it's just you. It's just you and whoever changed your tires. I don't know NASCAR, but like,
eh,
shoot, if you got a good team changing your tires fast, you good, bro.
I don't know
Shoot.
why. I don't know why. I've just ever since I think it's my dad got me into it, and then collecting cars when I was a kid and all that stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that would be so fun. Like, there's a new game coming out this summer, man. I'm gonna buy me a wheel, and we're getting busy
Mm.
with it. Oh yeah.
but dang, I mean, shoot, is it okay? I gotta say this though. Like, is it really like a sport though?
Yeah, it's a sport.
I can see your argument. I can see your argument, but you got to
Shit.
admit these dudes' reaction times are nuts. Like,
No,
imagine,
that's undeniable. Yeah,
imagine
you can't.
And two, they lose like on a hot. It's hot. You gotta think there ain't no AC in that car. There ain't no music in that
No
car.
AC.
So it's a boring ass.
It might be a sport.
500 miles. But you losing like 10, 15 pounds a race in that. So I don't know. Like, you could qualify it as a motorsport. Like, I guess it would be more motorsport. Car racing.
See, I just had to throw that. I had to throw it in there.
No,
I'm not throwing it
We
in haters.
appreciate that. It might not be felt from Bush, but I appreciate that question.
no, I agree. It's a tough out. But nah, dude. The only reason I say it is a sport and is because all four of us ain't no damn way you throwing us in one of them cars and we could make a lap doing what they like around
Oh
other
no.
car, maybe by ourselves. If you build into it, you could, and you build up that confidence and you're the only one on the track, then yeah. But you get thrown into that car with 36 other cars around you. Fuck no, dude. I'm shitting my pants.
Well, I mean, we got some NASCAR drivers in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, that's how they be driving.
Y'all's highways is the craziest. They tell us don't be
Yeah,
speeding on the highway. They can get you from above. Like, what?
It's crazy.
Dallas is one of the more difficult cities I've ever driven in. I can't lie
If
to
you can
you.
drive, if you can drive in Dallas, bro, you can drive anywhere. Like
Yeah,
Colorado was I'm like,
yeah,
you like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't driven in
Like,
traffic in Dallas,
it's
bro.
so hard not to get some road rage down here, bro. Like, listen,
Oh,
don't
I
nobody
know.
let you over. You feel me? Like you fighting that like the whole time just to switch lanes. Like,
Hey,
Hmm.
facts.
and this train, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna do like an hour and a half if you live like or do work in downtown Dallas. Just say you feel me? Like that's gonna be a whole hour. It
Mhm.
might be an hour and a half just to get to work, and you might live 30 minutes away.
Yeah. See,
Hmm.
That's crazy.
that's
It
one
You
is
thing.
know?
crazy.
Tucson is a tiny ass town, but the people that drive in Tucson are so awful, so awful. I swear, we were driving on the freeway one time, going like 50 miles an hour, and this guy in a Dugatti motorcycle, came blowing past me at like 90 to 100, and
Ducati.
whatever
Come
the
on,
hell,
buddy.
Whatever the hell the name of it
He
is.
said Ducati.
And
Yeah,
this dude,
I was like, is Bugatti something different than Bugatti?
This dude's
I was
bike,
like, shoot.
he was hanging on for dear life, and I'm like, why is this guy going so fast? And Max was probably 5 minutes ahead of me. He texts me, he's like, bro, this dude on a bike just flew by so fast. I was like, I know, he just flew by me like 5 minutes ago. I'm surprised he didn't die. The way he was curving in and out of traffic, dude, he was asking to be carried off a highway on a stretcher.
People that ride those crotch rockets, man, they live a different life. They are not afraid of anything.
Wait, say that one more time. What you said that was what?
A crotch rocket. You ever heard that before?
You never heard of that before?
Never heard that before.
That's a term up here. That's what we call them out here, crotch rockets.
Oh, that's
Crotch
funny as hell. I'm gonna start using that. I'm gonna pull that out next time I see it.
Hey, I got a question for you guys, and I know we're getting into an hour, but I just want to ask you one more question because I've recruited the Texas area a lot and just been down there. What was the adjustment for you guys? I guess because Texas has a very distinct brand of basketball. If you ask me, like you can tell when dudes are from or have played in Texas. And then when you hop up to kind of the Colorado area, what was the biggest kind of difference that you guys noticed?
I guess what do you think the brand of basketball was for Texas from your perspective?
So I live in Denver, Colorado now, and I'm around Colorado basketball a ton. And I guess just real generally, the intensity on the court on both sides of the basketball, especially the defensive side, but also the offensive side in just Texas and kind of more Dallas, I guess, is where I've seen it's not even comparable to what it is here. Like it's full court pressure. It's guys that are getting physical on the basketball, off the basketball. That's I guess generally what I would say. I'm sure there's other things too, but that's the first thing I notice every time I go down to Texas.
Yeah, I say that, because I'm pretty sure if you guys are coming down to Texas, you guys are probably going to like Duncanville Fieldhouse or maybe trying to think of some of the other places.
Yeah, for sure. No, you're right.
Really, where you have all those big tournaments, maybe Bob Night, all those places are like kind of like I wouldn't say they're closer to the inner city and what I'm saying, like dudes are just hungry, what I'm saying, when you plan and coming from those areas, I feel like that's what you get when you're coming to Texas and when you're coming to those tournaments. And I don't know, I think you're right about that, like that level of intensity, what I'm saying.
I guess one of my biggest things was just like even like that mentality, you feel me? Like I mean, even coming from like a JUCO, you feel me? Like I was used to like coming to Western. I was expecting, this is a higher level. I was expecting dudes to talk shit to me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like get them out. Like
you have that.
Motherfuck me. I was like, all right, let's do it. Like I was, I think Fort Lewis was probably like the closest team to. Oh my god, I still hate Fort Lewis. They all talk shit, man. Like
they were nice.
They were good. They were good.
Players talk shit, bro. The coach talk shit.
They all talk shit. They all talk shit.
But I like that. You know what I'm saying? I just elevated the game to me. You know what I mean? I guess that was like the biggest difference. You feel me? Like, even
y'all play basketball the right way though.
Yeah.
In Colorado.
And listen, you don't need to defend Colorado basketball. I have my feelings about it. I think it's soft as heck, to be honest with you. If I'm being real straight up with you, like I think it's super soft. But it's just interesting to hear you guys' perspective.
The thing with basketball out in this part of the country is like it's very what's the word? It's coddled. It's very damn it, I'm trying to entitled. You got these like there's some people might take this the wrong way, but in some places you got those rich entitled kids that like think that everything needs to go for them, or everything is for them, and it's like they go see a dog for the first time in their life, and he's fouling me, but he's
pushing
he's
me.
pushing me. Like, bro, man up. I hear you doing a lot of crying. That's what I hear. Like, go fight back. Damn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go punch him, go elbow him or something. He pushing you, go push his ass back, get a tech. I don't care. Like, fight back. Shit. Yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like, if I'm on a team that's getting bullied like that, me and Clem will both be like, you see that foul count up there? How many fouls do you got? 1? How many fouls do you got? None? How many fouls do you got? And they'll be like, no, well, I thought we're doing good. Like, no, go hit somebody, go hack somebody. You're not playing aggressive enough. It's too soft out here.
Even like this year, you feel me? Like, we were practicing. It was one practice, you feel me? It started to get a little heated, It was like me and y'all don't know Drew. I don't think you know Drew, but it was like me and Drewski was kind of going back and forth. And like, bro, I love that. You feel it just elevates the game. You feel me? Like Drew and shit. I'm like, all right, oh man, he hit a good move. I hit a 3. Now you know what I'm saying. Now I'm talking shit. You feel me? And then I guess our coach didn't really like the back and forth. You feel me? Now we on the line and shit. I'm like, damn, bro. Damn, coach.
I think it goes to an extent. I love it. No, I love it. And then it's like to a point where it's like sometimes it'll get to a point where dudes, it's like, bro, just shut up. Like, oh my God, that happened 30 minutes ago. Can we move on from that? Like, y'all can talk about that in the locker room. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think we needed more of that. And even talking to some of the guys in the past, you feel me? Like, even before we was there, you feel me? Like, I think some of that culture like helped elevate y'all. I think what was his name? Porter or something, bro.
I wish y'all would have played with Monroe Porter.
Yeah. Like, you feel me? Like, it sounded like he was an ass. I'm like, that shit.
Yeah, he'll talk shit to anybody, bro. He'll talk shit to
cool.
anybody.
I think you need an asshole. You feel me? Like, you
absolutely.
You need
one. And then too, so I think we did have an asshole. I think we had that in Cole, but there was no one else to match that. There was no one. I don't know. It's like we never let Cole be an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, we kept that in check. Like, anytime Cole would pop,
so would you guys get put on the line? You guys would get put on the line if you started talking shit in practice?
If you popped off to the coach, like if you bitched about calls and stuff. And that was all Cole. Cole would always be like, "That's a foul." Like, I'd be like, "Shut the hell up and just like hoop, bro." And then we put him like if he went too far with it, I'd just be like, "Beep." On the line, I'd be like, "On the line, Cole want to talk." I said, "Cole want to just run his mouth right now to all us coaches, so everyone else can get on the line."
Yeah,
it wouldn't change anything. But I mean, shit. Cole is Cole. Cole is such a competitor. Like, he's gonna talk. Like, that's just his nature. He's gonna talk.
Yeah.
I wish we had a couple more of those guys, like Jaelan said, is some dudes that weren't afraid to just mouth off, even if they were getting their ass bust.
Yeah. That's facts.
Did Bush give buckets in practice, or did you guys strap him up?
He gave me some buckets, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He'll
come with it down. You got a strap low key, man.
I have a clip of me hitting a shot, and I think it's Jaelan, and Jaelan just throws his hands up and starts laughing, running down the court like, "What do I do, man?" Because I was pretty far out. I was pretty deep. I'm always trying to go at Matt. The only person I try and go at is Matt, and I beat Matt in a 3-point contest. That can be stamped. That can be signed and certified. These boys were there. They witnessed it. So
you got something, man. You gotta get Matt on here.
Oh, we do. I let him know. I always let him know, and that pisses him off. Yeah. Man, tell him about that time. I'm like, no, bro, I'm gonna tell him about that time we had that 3-point contest.
Did you like bust his ass, or did you like squeak out a win?
Like, was it close? His ass. It was close, bro. Matt's tough to play. Like, that's a tough. But the thing is with Rags is I knew how to. I could win the battle before the war even started. Like, I could win before. I would just be in his head the whole entire time, like, just talking the whole time before, just yapping and yapping. Because I knew that he would that stuff gets to him a little bit. He'll think if you if you talk to Matt before he gets hot, you're good. But if you're talking to him when he's in rhythm and he starts lighting it up, it's sad.
Got to catch him before the flame ignites.
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta make him laugh. I think if you make him laugh a little bit, it kind of throws him off. You hit him with some funny shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's you.
That's me too. You hit me with some funny shit. Oh yeah.
He gonna miss every shot.
Well,
every shot.
Shoot. All right. Hills, I know you got that. You got a workout to hit up to.
Yeah.
This is gonna be released after the Super Bowl, but what's your Super Bowl picks? Who you guys got?
I got Eagles.
I love
Eagles. They're the closest thing to Detroit. You feel me?
Good thing.
I guess I'm gonna go with Eagles just because I don't want to see like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift kiss again.
Good work. Good work. That's a good.
You got the Eagles
pick,
as well, I'm guessing, but
I hope Saquon goes for about 500,
and
I hope the final score is about 63-3. I hope it's one of them games.
Damn.
I respect that.
I hate the Chiefs. I hate Travis Kelce.
I think the Chiefs are gonna win. They're 3-peating.
You suck.
Just because Bush doesn't want that. Sorry, buddy.
If they 3-peat, that might be a dynasty.
Yeah, it might be.
If he,
I don't watch football. Are they like the Warriors of the NFL? Okay.
So this is my comparison. Tom Brady was Michael Jordan. Peyton Manning was Kobe Bryant, and Patrick Mahomes right now is LeBron James. Because he get into all the he get into all the Super Bowls. He get every single win or lose. I have a feeling that Patrick Mahomes is going to be one of those players that is in plenty of Super Bowls, and he might not win all of them, but it's going to be ridiculous.
That's a fair comparison. I respect that.
Right? Even though Peyton doesn't live up to the championships like Kobe did, because Kobe does have more. That's just still how I see it. But
are you guys Jordan or LeBron fans? What's your take on that, or somebody else if you have a different?
I think my top three is always going to be Mike, Kobe, and Bron. Those are always going to be my top three.
Is in that particular order, or is that just no particular order?
I guess I would have to. I guess I would give it to Bron, but I'm feeling Kobe. But my logical mind is like, all right, let me just give it to Bron.
Yep.
And I know
logical. That's I love that you use the word logical, because that is logical. So thank you.
Yeah. My emotional mind is like, because Kobe, everybody's hero, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
Kobe,
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how much logic.
Okay, well, you didn't mention Mike.
Mike's number 3. I haven't seen Mike. Look, Mike's sweet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, he's the blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But look, he played against Millman and no.
Okay, no, I ain't
No, he didn't. I think Mike would have been successful whatever era he was in, because he was just an athlete, bro.
Of course, yeah, he would have.
He would have been successful. But for me, it's Bron, number 1, just because, you know what I'm saying? Just he's been to damn near every freaking finals, bro. His level of consistency. I didn't want to give it to him for a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then he started breaking all these records, you know what I'm saying? And I do think it's something to be said about longevity. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, it's because he's been in the league this long, you know what I'm saying? But, like, that's a testament to, like, his discipline.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Bush is where you were, where he didn't want to. He is there right now, and he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit it. But I believe, I truly, sincerely believe this in my heart, that when Bron is gone, Bush will finally come around to acknowledging the truth.
That he's top 3 for sure.
Everybody will. I think everybody will.
I agree.
I think in my argument, for me, one of the heaviest way outlier or things to weigh in this is he got a losing record in the finals, man. He got a losing record in the finals. We want to talk about
great team.
Listen to me.
Michael went playing the Warriors,
listen to me. If you want to be the greatest of all time, don't you have to win more than you lose?
So
How many?
so you just said that about Patrick Mahomes. What if he ends up losing more Super Bowls than
He not better.
he
He
wins?
not better than Tom. I still think
Oh
Tom
my
Brady gonna go
goodness,
down.
dude.
Even if Patrick Mahomes goes for a three-peat right now, Tom Brady's still gonna be GOAT. Right now, Tom Brady is still GOAT until
The goalpost always moves with this guy.
how does it move with this one? Because Tom Brady is 2-0 in the playoffs against Patrick Mahomes. One beat him in the AFC Championship game, beat his ass in the Super Bowl. So like until he gets 8 rings, to me that's the only like that's how Tom got 7. Tom got 7, and he beat Pat.
You're right.
He beat these Chiefs. So as a 40-year-old man.
Bush, you and I have gone down this road.
Just like Brian 40.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay, if he wins the finals this year, if he wins the finals this year, if they win the finals this year, then we'll talk.
We've been down this road many times, and it just you'll come around. I truly believe it. I truly believe that.
Yeah, we'll
and
see.
He's a role model, bro. And plus, can't nobody touch Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really connect to Jordan because Jordan always out. He never outside. He never talking. You know what I'm saying? You can connect with Brian and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You can't really connect with Jordan.
If Kobe was still alive today, he would be more involved in this conversation.
Yeah, that's facts. I think so. That's facts.
Because I'm not trying to be like salty or anything, but that's just the truth. When people like pass, you know what I mean? Like their legacy is still here, but they're not in the present. So you just tend to kind of forget. They're not in the everyday conversation.
You're saying he would be more in the conversation of the greatest?
You'd still see him. You'd still see him win it, like, because he won a Grammy, bro. Like you'd still see him doing all that, or an Emmy, whatever, the Oscar, whatever the hell he won. And you'd still see him doing all that stuff. And so he's still, I'm not saying Kobe's not relevant, but he'd be more relevant because he'd be alive, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he still is very much in the conversation, to be honest. Anybody that says Kobe is one of the greatest players of all time, I'm like, yep, I agree.
So that's when
I think it's definitely actually elevated him a little bit, you know, because people starting to appreciate, you know, really, really appreciate what he did for the game. So, I mean, it goes both ways. I think, he would have been in the conversation either way. If he was still alive, you know what I mean, he would have been more in it, you know, and obviously he's more in it, you know, now. So.
And I guess I'm not saying like more in the conversation as like elevate, like I'm just saying like just being relevant. Like I don't even know if that's the right word, but like just being in the just talk, like his name comes up, like just the name comes up. It just feels like the name doesn't come up as much. You know what I mean? Nowadays.
I wonder if that's like a generational thing. I don't think you're gonna see like the younger kids talk more about Kobe. You feel me? But like,
I don't know. I'm gonna tell
the dudes that I feel like the dudes that really love the dudes that really love hoop are gonna put, you know what I'm saying, always gonna put Kobe up there. You know
that's
what I mean?
That's why when we have conversations with Jordan, with Veening about top 5, and he always throws Magic and Tim Duncan and all these hooligans in the top 5 over Kobe. And I'm like, bro, get away from me. I can't even talk logically with you. This dude will put Magic Johnson in Tim Duncan. He hit Kobe's like his number 9 or 10. I'm like, bro.
There's still a population of people out there that believe Dr. J is the best player of all time.
Well,
that's the old heads.
Old man.
That's crazy.
There's no young person that said that, bro.
No, they're not young for sure. But there's an older group of people in this world that Dr. J did it better than anybody.
Bob Cousy.
Yeah, Bob. Exactly. There you go.
Bob Cousy was dribbling circles around those defenders.
Pete Meredith.
He also wasn't dribbling with his left hand.
You put players in today's game, in that game. There's only one era of basketball that's not replicable, or you can't replicate, and it's the that like late 90s, early 2000s NBA, where it was just so packed in and physical, and there was very good score, and like, dudes were still scoring. Like that was the toughest era of that. Like even KD just said it. He was like, "Man, scoring 30 on a night, and that was impossible compared to what it is now."
Where dudes are are instead of just staying space for 3, they're like jumping into a pass that gets them to 15 feet, shooting the ball.
Yeah.
Well, Hilgs, we gotta let you go though, so we can get you.
Yeah, I gotta get
rolling.
Guys,
John,
appreciate you.
Oh my God, we didn't even lordy people. This is what episode? And we get too into this.
55, I think.
55. Twins, Jon and Jay. My bad. We forgot to introduce y'all. But there you go. We appreciate y'all for hopping on with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
thanks for coming.
Anytime.
All right, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, y'all.